Tatiana Danina. The Teaching of Djwhal Khul. New Esoteric Astrology. Chapter 15. The Detailed Adjustments in Astrology Due to Changes in the SKY. As already mentioned, in the sky there were a number of changes. The nucleus of the galaxy is now projected onto the constellation Sagittarius, instead Capricorn. And more, all constellations have moved forward with respect to the month calendar, counterclockwise. Unlike the school of Western astrology, the Indian branch Jyotish account for all these changes. And this is its distinct advantage and an indication on the living development and not the follow the deadened traditions. Although the Western branch, of course, very enriched astrology by exact characteristics and deep analytical approach. But what follows from the changes on the Welkin? First, not Capricorn, but Sagittarius now indicates that part of the sky, the projection on which of the planets of our solar system shows the smallest distance from the nucleus. In other words, Sagittarius now is the sign of the element Earth, and not Capricorn. That is when a planet, or the Sun or the Moon, is projected on Sagittarius, it is closest to the nucleus of our galaxy. And the element Earth tells us that the particles exactly of this quality at this sector of the sky reach us in the greatest quantity, and on the sectors of other elements there are less of them. At the same time the zodiac signs Taurus and Virgo are of consistent quality, they are also belong to the element Earth, as they also point to the closest distance to the nucleus of supergalaxy, Taurus, and the central body of the universe, Virgo. Here nothing has changed. But in the end, under the influence of the nucleus of galaxy only three zodiacal constellations are, Sagittarius, Scorpio and Libra. But this does not mean that there are three elements too, earth, fire and water. No, there are still four of them, earth, fire, water and air. Just now the element air comes to a neighboring sector, related to the central body of the universe. And now sign Virgo simultaneously refers to two elements, earth, its own area, and air, neighboring. As for the constellation Capricorn, which previously indicated on the nucleus of the galaxy, it is now empty, does not belong to any of the nuclei. Belonging to the nucleus means to experience its influence, the impact of particles emitted by it. But do not forget that in some place where of the solar orbit the Earth was not, each of the three giant celestial bodies affects on it. And astrology explores only the subtle nuances of this influence. It was the first change that should be made in the theme devoted to the detailed adjustments in the interpretation of the astrological signs. Second. Due to the fact that the period of revolution of the Earth around the Sun roses, and the length of the calendar remains the same, all of the constellations have shifted 1 month forward, counterclockwise. But the constellations, this is one in the zodiac signs, it's quite different. Constellations, it just clusters of stars. And the signs, as it follows from the very word, indicate. And they indicate to a location in the space of sources of energy, influencing on our solar system, giant celestial bodies progenitors. The central body of the universe and nuclei of supergalaxy and galaxy. The size of signs and constellations do not match. Astrological signs are conditionally selected areas of the zodiacal circle. There are 12 of them. If 360 circle divided by 12, it will turn out that each sign has 30. While the sizes of the constellations can be less and more of these designated 30 degrees. Zodiac signs are needed in order to be able to see exactly which sector of the sky to which element and to which of the nucleus belongs, that it is important to assess the quality of radiation. We know that in the early days of astrology, zodiac signs in relation to the calendar were projected by following way. According to them now, without making any adjustments, all astrologers of Western school also work. Aries, from March 21st to April 20th. Taurus, from April 21st to May 20th. Gemini, from May 21st to June 21st. Cancer, from June 22nd to July 22nd. Leo, from July 23rd to August 23rd. Virgo, from August 24th to September 23rd. Libra, from September 24th to October 23rd. Scorpio, from 24 to 22 November. Sagittarius, from November 22nd to December 21st. Capricorn, from December 22nd to January 20th. Aquarius, from January 21st to February 18th. Pisces, from February 19th to March 20th. Also it is known to us the numbers and months, on which the certain constellations are projected. It's not outdated information, and those that correspond to the actual position of the stars in the sky. Aries, April the 19th to May the 13th, 25 days, while the Sun is in the constellation. Taurus, May the 14th to June the 19th, 37 days. Gemini, June the 20th to July the 20th, 31 days. Cancer, July the 21st to August the 9th, 20 days. Leo, August the 10th to September the 15th, 37 days. Virgo, September the 16th to October the 30th, 45 days. Libra, October the 31st to November the 22nd, 23 days. Scorpio, November the 23rd to November the 29th, 7 days. Ophiuchus, November the 30th to December the 17th, 18 days. Sagittarius, December the 18th to January the 19th, 32 days. Capricorn, January the 20th to February the 15th, 28 days. Aquarius, February the 16th to March the 11th, 24 days. Pisces, March the 12th to April the 18th, 38 days. However, as has been said, the signs, this is one, and the constellations, are quite another. Indian, Vedic, astrology Jyotish, unlike Western, takes into account the displacement of the constellations in relation to the calendar. According to Indian astrology, the zodiac signs now are positioned with respect to the calendar as follows. Aries, April the 14th to May the 14th. Taurus, May the 15th to June the 14th. Gemini, June the 15th to August the 16th. Cancer, July the 17th to August the 16th. Leo, August the 17th to September the 16th. Virgo, the 17th September to the 17th October. Libra, October the 18th to November the 16th. Scorpio, November the 17th to December the 15th. Sagittarius, December the 16th to January the 14th. Capricorn, January the 15th to February the 14th. Aquarius, February the 15th to March the 14th. Pisces, March the 15th to April the 14th. What do we use, on what do we navigate, on the signs or on the constellations? The answer is, and on the ones and on the others. In fact, it's important for us the exact location and size on the sky only of 3 constellations, those that indicates to the celestial body's first parents. These are Sagittarius, the galactic nucleus, Taurus, the nucleus of supergalaxy, and Virgo, the central body of the universe. These constellations are of Earth element. They correspond to the shortest distance to these giant bodies. The exact sizes of the rest constellations are important a little. The sizes of all constellations are different from each other. Therefore, in astrology they are replaced by the equal in size signs. Thus, we need to determine as accurately as possible the projection of nuclei, the nucleus of galaxy in Sagittarius, the nucleus of supergalaxy in Taurus, by the location of Pleiades and Hyades, and the location of the central body of the universe, for the local clusters of galaxies in Virgo. Unfortunately, the last 2 nuclei we can project only approximately. From these nuclei we will conduct our countdown. And after this determination, not constellations but signs need for us. In order to know to which elements which sector, sign, applies, and the radiation of what quality reaches us. So, Aries has pushed back Taurus. Taurus has climbed into the place of Gemini. Gemini, in turn, took the place of Cancer. Cancer is in the place of Lion. Lion stood up into the place Virgo. Virgos are born from mid-September to mid-October. Libra is now instead of Scorpio. Scorpions ranged from mid-November to mid-December. Then Sagittarians are born. A long time ago, in December and January, Capricorns appeared on the light. Capricorns are born now from mid-January to mid-February, replacing Aquarians here. Aquarians pushed back Pisces. Pisces, in turn, shifted Aries. Now they are born from mid-March to mid-April. Here we have listed all 12 astrological signs. Naturally, we should mention the following point. When we wrote about shifting of the solar signs, it is not everything. The planets now are also projected onto the appropriate signs, having displaced with them in a month forward. All the signs have shifted. But have together with the names and all the familiar characteristics of the signs shifted? And whether is Aries the Aries now and is Sagittarius the Sagittarius, despite the displacement? And whether that who are born under the old standards, in the time of the solar sign Virgo, and is now a Lion, does all the qualities and properties of the Lion get? And so on. That is, we are primarily interested in what is now characterize the properties of the zodiac signs due to their displacement. So how do we interpret the signs of the zodiac now with all these changes? Who is who to date? We have become accustomed to the existing astrological standards. But is it actually so as astrologers of the Western school assert? People of course first of all want to know to what sign do they belong now. And what are the characteristics of this new sign? First of all, we should remember that when we define the solar sign of the human, we need to turn the constellation opposite. The only way to know to which sector of the sky a planet was projected at the moment of birth, at what area of the solar orbit it was. With this, opposite to the solar sign, and we will work, that is, we will determine to which nucleus does it belong and to which element. Let's consistently analyze all 12 solar signs, and define the radiation of what giant celestial bodies affect them the most, and what is the quality of this radiation.